Hi everyone, welcome to Sales in Minutes. I'm Astrid, and in this show we invite sales professionals to share their best hands-on tips and step-by-step strategies on everyday sales challenges. Each episode is about 10 to 15 minutes and are packed with ideas that you can start using right away. We're back again with Edvard Sjöberg, Head of Sales at Metric. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And in this episode, we're diving into social selling. And you, Edward, are going to share how you do social selling and some tips to get started with social selling.
Yeah, and I like to think about social selling in a few simple parts. Why it matters today, keeping it simple, choosing the right types of content, and making sure posting, commenting, and outreach all support each other. So why social selling? It's one tool in the box you can use in your sales work. For example, you're working like cold calling, you're working with emails, some people knocking on doors and so on. And social selling is more complement to that. For example, if people on LinkedIn recognize you from your post or what you're talking about, then you're actually gonna be like a little bit top of mind. And also, actually, I've been seeing that buyers look at your profile. They want to see who they are buying from, so to speak.
Yeah, because I feel like social selling today, because we work in a very crowded sales landscape, like we have a lot of competition all the time. Our stakeholders are getting a lot of calls from sales rep, and we have to do what we can to stand out from the crowd. And I feel like social selling is a very good tool to use, because my frame is that I want my crowd on like LinkedIn, for example, when they think they need to get a new tool for contract management or for e-signing, I want them to think of Oneflow the first thing they do. They think of Astrid at Oneflow, they're going to reach out to me and we're going to have the meeting. And then I already have advantage of that deal. So I think it's very important to stand out in the very crowded landscape we have today upon sales reps. And how does a rep's profile influence the first conversation, would you say? What are your tips?
Very much, I think it's the first impression for a buyer who visit your LinkedIn page. For example, how many connections do you have? Not that metric is most important, but I think people are looking how big is this person's network, for example, and also looking what kind of picture do you have? Is it professional or like a private party picture or something like that? And also looking at your experience. So it's the overall in the profile, I think the buyer are looking at. And really important part of this is you don't need to be a LinkedIn creator for this. You don't need to be an influencer or something like that. I think sales reps are holding back because they are high performers often. So they want to deliver good content if they are writing something. I have been in that position myself because I'm a high performer, and if I'm gonna post something, it need to be something valuable. I think I want some people to look at it and feeling value and so on. But the most important is to actually doing it. Just do it, like they saying in the commercial of Nike. Just do it. So not overthinking content. You don't need to be an expert. The activity is more important. Maybe one post a week, if it's possible. I know that's hard. That's really hard. But maybe one post every second week. And not only telling about your company, not only telling about Metric or Oneflow, you can talk about other things as well. But just do it is the most important. And don't think too much. Don't overthink.
Yeah, so post things that are making sense for the bigger crowd. People can recognize themselves in the posts that you're making, I think.
Exactly.
Because I feel like it's a big misconception for sales reps. Like, I need to be an influencer to do posts on LinkedIn, but I just started doing some posts to just keep up the consistency because I want to appear in people's feeds. So consistency matters rather than creativity and having a big strategy of your LinkedIn.
Yeah, okay? That's spot on. Right. Yeah.
So stop overthinking your post and start just doing. Do you have any tips for us that wanted to start off with LinkedIn? Do you have any tips and tricks for content and what do I share, etc.?
Yeah, I'm actually been a part of one community, Stella Sales, who's actually expert in this area. So I've been learning a little bit, and they actually talking about the onion, and it's about you having layers. It's 3 areas: expertise, interest, and passions. For example, my area of expertise is conversation intelligence and AI. My interests is sales, for example, and my passion is the football club. That's example how you can build your content. And when you're actually building your content, you need to have a structure. It should be easy to read. And it's also important, maybe if you have the opportunity, to tag people. Because if you're tagging people and they are liking and comment, the outreach is going to be really big. And it's easy to get.
It's not about just posting your own stuff. It's about liking, commenting, engage yourself in the
Exactly.
LinkedIn as well to boost your outreach.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you are a sales team, you can help each other with sharing, commenting, liking, so people outside your network on LinkedIn gonna see it.
Yeah, and do you have any like great tips on how sales reps should use like comments as a part of the social selling?
I think it should be LinkedIn is it's a very personal community. So I think you need to be personal and genuine actually. So if you see posts who actually is interesting, then you comment to it, just discuss or doing a pep or something for that person, for example.
Okay, nice. So just do it. Get out there on LinkedIn. Do your posts. You don't have to be an influencer. Engage yourself in other posts to boost your outreach, and don't overthink your social selling. That's the key takeaways from today's episode.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, and thanks again, Edward, for joining us.
Thank you, Astrid.